everyone, my name is Amaan and I am a final year medical student studying at Cooper Hospital. Now, in this video, I just wanted to let you know the points and consideration that you need to keep in mind in order to make an informed decision if you want to choose Cooper as your medical college. So, let's begin. Okay, so the first things first, let's talk about ragging. Okay, so it is one of the main topics that most people want to know. How is the ragging condition compared to other colleges, and is it really severe, is it okay, is it manageable, or is it absent? So let me tell you that ragging as such is present in almost all colleges. Okay, there can be informal ragging, there can be formal ragging, there are many different forms, but in general ragging is present in all colleges. But with that being said, I think Cooper Hospital has the least amount of this stuff. Yeah, there will always be pathetic people around you. Okay, you cannot really escape that. But in our case, our dean is actually very proactive in this case. He doesn't allow this kind of stuff happening in the colleges, and the form of ragging that you usually see is very minimal, or actually not really even existent if you compare it with the other colleges. So the best place to go if you want to avoid ragging and stuff like that is the Cooper Hospital, no doubt about that. So if you're thinking from the point of view of bragging, choose Cooper Hospital. It's totally fine. It's the best decision that you will make. Now let's come to the next point. Okay, so the next point is a point that people don't really discuss. They don't really keep that in mind, but it actually affects you a lot. Once you get in the college, then you know the importance of that, and that's the AC. It might sound very silly or nitpicking or something like that, but at this rank, you are allowed to choose a lot of colleges. You have a lot of options. So at this point of time, it's kind of a luxury. And so according to me, this point is actually very important, because you will be spending most of your time in college, and having an AC connection, having AC everywhere you go, it's actually beautiful. You don't have to think about the heat, you don't have to think about the weather, you don't have to think about water and stuff. That's really nice. You can just go to your college, sit, relax, do your thing, right? You don't have to worry about your body not being able to adapt to different stuff, right? So AC is there, it's present, it's present in all the libraries, all the rooms, and lecture theaters and stuff like that. So it's actually a very good thing. Even when you go to very premium institutes, even there you might not be able to get AC, but here you do get AC, and therefore I think this should be kept in your mind, and it's a very good privilege to have. So yeah, if you want AC, if you want comfort, if you want something that will be affecting your whole entire 5 years, you're spending a lot of time here, AC is there. So yeah, so the next one, and this is actually one of the most important ones, the connections and the people. So in medical colleges, you'll find a lot of different kinds of people from all different backgrounds. So that's a beautiful thing. But the thing I want to address here is the people which are pursuing different things, extracurriculars, or thinking about doing different kinds of exams like USMLE or PLAB, those kinds of stuff. So in that regard, I think KEM and other colleges are better, because they have been around for way too long. They have much more connections, and they have much more people who have gone outside. But with that being said, right, Cooper Hospital also has many people who are studying for USMLE, who are studying for PLAB, who are doing extracurricular stuff. So that's a beautiful thing, and that's a thing that you can keep in mind, that this culture is starting to grow here, right? You can be one of the first to come here, you can do these things, and it is generally not really frowned upon. Just have to keep in mind, you have to not commit some mistakes, you have to not make some things, just be sensible and it will be fine. So from the point of view of doing extracurricular activities and making connections and going outside and doing stuff, so if you're thinking about foreign exams, yes, you have people, you can go to their groups, you can join them, you can study with them, that's totally fine. So USMLE, PLAB and stuff, okay, that is sorted. Now from the point of view of making YouTube videos or something like that, yes, there are people who are doing it, you can go and ask them, you can make connections with that also. Now from the point of view of doing fest and something, what do you say, annual functions or stuff like that, from where different colleges come, people come from many different places and do things. From that point of view also, I think Cooper Hospital is not that better, compared to other colleges, but still we do have very very grand fests like Avigna and other different stuff, curiosity. So in those kind of stuff, yes, you do get to network with people, you get to meet people from very specialized field, top of their game. They come, they give lectures, you can go and talk to them, you can do many stuff. So in that respect you are correct, but the way I like to think is, that is not that important. If you want to make connections, if you want to go and meet people, you can always go to other colleges. It's totally fine. You are encouraged to do that. You are actually asked to come to our college and attend this ceremony, attend these things, right? So not having those events in your college, it's totally fine. You can just go to the other colleges, you can attend them, you can meet people, and you will be able to form that kind of connections that if you want. Now from the point of view of, yeah, I've already covered USMLE and stuff like that, so you can also do that. You can do your extracurriculars, you can do many things, but from the point of view of having time to do that, on that I'd like to come to the next point, which is attendance. So attendance is extremely strict in our college, unfortunately. I don't know why people love it so much. Everybody has their own pace of learning, everybody has their own pace of skills. So but I don't know, people don't really understand that. In foreign and stuff, you won't have this problem at all. The lectures are optional. If you want to go, you can go and sit and attend them. But here it's mandatory and it's compulsory, and if you don't attend them, you are not allowed to give exams. Now that's a very very major issue, because not just you are not able to give exams, but if you miss those exams, you're not able to even give the repeat exams. Okay, according to the current rule. I'll tell you the story later, but keep this in mind. Attendance is very strict in Cooper Hospital. In rest of the hospitals and places, especially the periphery, they don't give any value to this. The people will study on their own. If they want to attend lectures, yes, lectures are happening, you can go and attend, but it's an optional thing. But here it's compulsory, you have to attend. So this is one of the major drawbacks of Cooper Hospital. You won't really have your time for yourself, or you can skip lectures. You can't do that. You cannot study on your own. Even you cannot go to the library and study while you have lectures. That's the worst part. I used to do that, and it was very problematic for me, because my attendance was not covered, even though everything else was covered. I scored all the marks, I scored everything. Everything was perfect, but since the attendance was less, I got into a lot of trouble. So speaking from personal experience, try to avoid this college if that is your goal. You want more freedom, you want to do things your own way, and any which ways, I'm going to tell you this right now, don't choose the college based on academics, okay? Because that doesn't matter at all. Okay? Let me give an example. The topper of Maharashtra, okay, the MUHS examination final year, was from our college 2 years back. Okay, so from the point of view of academics, it's all up to you. It's not really up to the teacher. It's not really up to what they're teaching or what they're showing. You're not going to learn from the from the lecture theater or whatever. You have to sit on your own and you have to learn on your own. Okay, so lectures are basically a waste of time that you would have to attend. Okay, and sometimes even completing your books or even watching other lectures while during the main lecture which is going on is not really possible. Okay, so you have to be more creative and you have to find ways around it. But yes, this is a major problem in our hospital, and yeah, teachers are very very strict on it. So even though you are very well in knowledge, you have learned everything, your practical skills are very up to the mark, everything is done, but your attendance is low, you will not be able to give examinations. So please keep this in mind. This is actually a very very important point. And if you're coming to the college, you have to attend the lectures. At least right now this is the scene. Okay, and I'm not bashing anyone. The teachers are awesome. Okay, they are at the top of their game basically. These guys have completed foreign educations, these guys have completed foreign degrees, and I have massive respect for them. But the problem is not in the teachers, it's the education system. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it is the rule. Okay, and this rule is being followed very strictly in our college. I don't know for what reason. So yeah, keep this point very well in your mind. Let's come to the next point. Okay, so the next one is the location. Now Cooper Hospital is like one of the best places in Mumbai. You have got the beach very very near to you, Juhu Beach. You got very very famous people living very nearby you. Their houses are very nearby. Even Bandra and stuff is very nearby. The whole of Bombay is connected from here, and this is the only college in the Western Hemisphere. So any problems that occur in this western hemisphere, people come here. So you get to see a variety of cases, very very rare cases also, and you get to learn. Like, there's one thing learning from the books, and then there's something learning from actually seeing patients. And when you got patients who are coming to you with very rare diseases at very late stages or even early stages, you get to see the whole spectrum, which is a beautiful thing, I think. And yeah, our college is also associated with very, I should not call it famous things, but also infamous things. So yeah, so you might have heard of very famous personalities like Sushant Singh Rajput and also other things, but I don't really want to name everything. But yeah, Cooper Hospital is actually very very famous and infamous for many things. And from the point of view of location and like status and stuff, it is at the top. It is like one of the best colleges. You get to explore many many different areas. We go to so many different places. Everything is connected, and people from other places will know and recognize your name, your college name. Recently I went to Kerala and other places, and even there people recognize this place. So it's that famous, if that's the thing that you're looking for. Although not that big of a deal, you're in a medical college, that's awesome. But you do get a bit of a kick when you hear someone from very far away saying, okay, oh yeah, I knew Coopers. Isn't that the place where this guy, yeah, you understand things. So yeah, that is also there. You also get that, and it remains for you for the rest of your life. You get that tag, you're from a Cooper, you're a Cooper trained doctor. So that's an awesome thing. So yeah, that's my next point. Now let's move on to the next point, which is food. Now from the point of view of food, now there will be people from you coming and they won't have much money. We'll have to survive on our own. We won't be getting much money from the parents and stuff, so which is understandable. So we have canteen, right? And they provide both veg and non-veg food. The food is decent, not that great, but काम चल जाता है. Not that hygienic, but it's okay. What can you do? Along with that, in the canteen you get both non-veg and veg food. That's a good thing, and you have good amount of varieties, right? And you get student discount, so it's like a good package for people who are coming from outside. You can manage your stuff. Now you also got ISKCON canteen, the Hare Rama Hare Krishna, which is like very very nice, very good, very, I'm not say good tasty food, but clean and hygienic food. So if you want that, you can go to the ISKCON canteen. That is also in the campus. There is also a shop very very nearby, known as Guru Krupa, which is very famous, especially for the vegetarian folks. But it is a bit more expensive. I'm not going to say bit, it's really expensive, but the quality of the food and the cleanliness is way nice. So the only problem that the central canteen has is that even patients and their relatives come to that canteen and they can sit there. So there is always a bit of risk of infection and stuff. But although when you go to the hospital, you are roaming around there every day, you will build up that immunity. And if you keep yourself like fit and you're eating and stuff, although that is a bit difficult, I know, in medical college you don't really have time for all the stuff, but still you might get used to it, and just take care of yourself, that you can do. So you can do that. And you have 3 canteens inside. But speaking of food from outside the canteen, outside the campus, there is a lot of options. Everything you want, everything from north, east, west, every kind of food you will get here. You will also get very cheap food. You will also get very very expensive food. You can go to any place you want. There is also delivery services like Swiggy and stuff. Everything you want you can get here. So food is not really a problem. You can get cheap food, you can get a very expensive food, but the thing you have to compromise on is quality if you are choosing to eat from canteen and stuff. And if you're gonna go cheap, because this area is very very expensive. You need to understand that you are living in Mumbai, okay, and Mumbai is very expensive. That too, you're living in Villa Parle, the Juhu area. This area is actually one of the most expensive areas in whole of India, okay. So thinking about that, yes, if you're coming to Mumbai from like a peripheral space or something like that, first thing that will shock you is the rent is extremely very very expensive. But probably you don't have to worry about that, because you will get to go to hostel. I'll come to that in the next point. But from the point of view of food and stuff, yes, it is expensive and you should be ready for that. do your own calculations and stuff. It won't come out too much if you are frugal with it, but yes, you will have to live like that for the rest of your 4 or 5 years, until or at least until you get your stipend in fifth year. So keep this in mind. It is expensive, but you can also go cheap if you choose to eat frugally or from the canteen. You will get your discount, and you will also get okayish food, which is okay for your 4 years. Okay, you can always come and try these things out. And in one of the subsequent videos or something, I'll make a better detailed video on this kind of stuff, the campus and the canteen and the hospital building, those kind of stuff. I'll make a better video, but for now, let's keep this in mind. It is expensive, but if you want to live frugally, you can live frugally. Now let's come to accommodations and living conditions. So we have got an hostel. We have actually got a hostel in the campus, which is not really reserved for the young, young in the sense the newbies. Those are usually reserved for the interns and stuff. Then we have got a hostel very nearby to our campus, which is known as the Tata compound. There, currently, the juniors are getting accommodation in that, which is an excellent thing because it's a very newly built compound, and it is very nicely built, and you will have a lot of things there, everything that you need for staying in a hostel. But I don't know if the new batch that is going to come will get that or another hostel, which I'm going to talk about a bit later. Will they get which one? I don't know about that, so I cannot give you a guarantee about that. But speaking from past experience, the new batch got this Tata compound hostel, and the senior batches, they got the hostels which were far away. So we currently are getting hostels very far away. So for me, like from our batch, it's in UHTC, which is in Lokhandwala, which is like 5 to 6 kilometers away, and the traveling is very hectic, I'm gonna tell you that. And then you also got a hostel in Warsaw, which is better than the UHTC one, but yeah, the transportation isn't that good. Only one bus goes and to and fro from that route, 79, but its frequency is okay, so you can travel that if you don't have a travel buddy or something. Traveling is very expensive. Okay, the rickshaws and stuff, they take a lot of money, so probably you will have to buy a cycle, or if you are traveling, use a bus. Bus is extremely cheap, it is very nice, it's the best source of traveling if you don't have money. And yeah, so UHTC has many buses connecting that route, so you can take that. And the Warsaw one has just one bus, and then the Tata one is just walkable distance, it's very nearby. And the one in the campus, that is usually reserved for the seniors, the interns and residents. So this is the hostel condition. You will probably get a hostel. Right now I'm not going to make any promises, but yeah, there is spaces everywhere, so probably for Cooper it's a safe bet. Although I will encourage you to call this place and ask what's the hostel situation and where are we gonna get. But probably you will get like one of the best hostels in the area, and you won't really have to spend much on accommodation and stuff. Electricity and stuff is free in the hostel, so you can manage accordingly. So you don't really have much living expenses per se, because the major chunk of living in Mumbai is the rent. Now if that is covered, you are set, because the living cost, if you compare it with other area also, it's approximately the same thing. So yeah, so hostel, this is the situation. 3, I told them the details. We will probably get the one which is very near to the college, which is walkable distance, so it's like the best. So this is the final statement on the hostel. Let's move on to the next thing, which is nothing. Yeah. And a very important point about the hostel that I forgot to mention is that the total rent yearly is around 5,000 rupees currently. And the people who are living in Mumbai, they will not probably get hostel, so you have to keep that in mind. If you're coming from far away, even in Mumbai, if you're coming, for example, from Naigaon or Vasai or something like that, you may demand for a So if you are coming from Naigaon or Vasai or something like that, Virar, which is very far away, then you may demand for a hostel. But usually the hostels are reserved for people who are living very far away. So if you are a localite, just keep that in mind. Maybe you might not get a hostel, and you will definitely not get a hostel if you are living very close by. So yeah, your traveling time can increase very drastically. I know people coming from like very peripheral areas of Mumbai, but they are not getting a hostel, so they have to travel a lot. So keep that in mind. Okay, If you are in localite, you have a if you are a localite and you are traveling is very far away from the college, I would suggest you either avoid this college or make your traveling very nice. Set up an alternative or something, spend on your traveling, because it's gonna consume a lot of your money and resources and time and mental energy and stuff. So yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, so now these are the major points that I want you to consider while choosing a college. Other than that, I will make a video in general how to choose a college, the things to actually look for and things to avoid looking for, right? But that's a different video altogether. Right now I want to make I'll also give you some minor questions that are usually asked to me. For example, yes, you can use iPad for studying, it's totally fine. A lot of people do it. Secondly, yes, there are many events that are occurring in our college, like curiosity, like prom. Yeah, those things also happen. It's awesome, it's nice. So you can also participate in those kind of stuff. And then what else? Yes, you get weekly off, a day off on Sunday. Yeah, and Saturdays are usually half days, so that is also there. And with that being said, I think I've covered most of the points which are specific to Cooper, which will help you decide whether this is the college that you want to take compared to other colleges. So yeah, this is it. The final thing I would like to say is choose your college based on your traveling distance. I think that is the best decision that you will make, because you will be saving so much time every day. Think about the things that you will be spending your time, and in case of the colleges and stuff, it's usually traveling. It will drain you mentally, it will train you physically, and you will have to do this every single day for 5 years. So think very carefully. This is the thing that is going to eat up most of your time. So if you're getting a college which is very nearby your home, that will be the best decision you will make. So yeah, if you have a college which is nearby, take that. But if you are thinking of going outside or exploring something and you have the rank yeah, then okay, you can take Cooper if you feel like these are the points that resonates with you the most. Yeah, with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you. Yeah, and everything that I have mentioned in this video is like my own personal view. Okay, it is not the official view, it is nothing to do with the college. This is all my views and what I have seen in the college and what I think about it, everything. Okay, so yeah, don't put it out on the college and stuff. This is all general information that I have given to you of the things that I have seen. Yeah, okay, bye.